Hi, and welcome to Symbols of the Waite-Smith Tarot, Nine of Pentacles. In our system, 9 stands for fulfillment, integration, luck, solitude, magic, and initiation, while Pentacles represent practical skills, tangible reality, and resources such as finances. Some traditional meanings of the Waite-Smith Tarot, Nine of Pentacles, are contentment, self-sufficiency, leisure, property, and material well-being. Looking to the card, we see a woman standing in a garden wearing a long gown and a red hat. She is holding a masked bird, presumably a falcon. On the ground before her, we have a snail. We see green foliage, a hedge with bunches of grapes growing, and we have 9 golden pentacles also growing among the grapes. We have 2 trees in the background, and we have a building and some mountains. And finally, we have a yellow sky. Beginning with our figure's pose, we see that she is standing alone, except for the falcon, which may symbolize independence and can suggest individuation, self-actualization, self-sufficiency, or contentment. In another more negative reading, we can say it reflects isolation, loneliness, or lack of support. She is wearing a luxurious robe, which may be symbolic of wealth or a high position in society. The robe is a floral pattern. Flowers can be indicative of beauty, love, emotions, the blossoming of an idea or of a way of being. Blooming equates to potential and timing, or doing things in the right time. She is wearing a red head covering. The color red stands for desire, passion, vitality, and will, while being on her head could signify our figure's knowledge, intellect, intentions, and decisions. It appears that she is standing in a garden. A garden can symbolize the Garden of Eden or a paradisical spiritual state, enjoyment, fertility, a sanctuary, civilization, pleasure, controlled growth, order, or cultivation and time. She stands in front of a hedge, suggesting cultivation and time, or an enclosure. As an enclosure, it may indicate a refuge, security, or intimacy, but also confinement and captivity. The color green represents nature, hope, confidence, expectation, and newness. Growing on the hedge, we have bunches of grapes. Grapes can represent abundance, fertility, prosperity, intoxication, and are a symbol of Christ or the Dionysian mysteries. Also on the hedge, we have 9 golden pentacles. The placement of the pentacles towards the lower portion of the card may suggest that her consciousness is above material things. On her left hand is a yellow glove. The left symbolizes the subconscious, the past, and the feminine principles of passivity and receptivity, while the glove may refer to a way in which she handles something or is getting a handle on a problem. It also represents protection or a covering, or perhaps that she is hiding something. That it is yellow suggests generosity, wealth, joy, and the divine consciousness. She holds a hooded falcon. The falcon was an animal of the royal court, so can symbolize high status and nobility. The falcon may show freedom, strength, victory, and higher vision. It was an Egyptian symbol of the solar deity Horus, and thus represents the principle of light and ascension. Interestingly, Horus was also symbolized by his all-seeing eye, while here we have a hooded falcon. The hood may refer to restriction, imprisonment, thwarted desires, the taming of instincts, and hidden light. On the ground in front of our figure, we see a small snail. A snail may suggest patience, perseverance, steady progress, or self-containment, but also vulnerability. In the Middle Ages, a snail was a symbol for virginity and resurrection. The spiral shell of the snail may reflect the mathematical perfection and the creativity of the nature as the golden mean, or a labyrinth, which may suggest a journey to wholeness or the evolution of the universe. The snail can also be seen as a pest, representing imperfection or human failings or hidden enemies. The earth that our figure is standing on is a golden color. The color gold suggests wealth, consciousness, generosity, and luxury. Behind our figure, we have two trees. The number 2 signifies balance, augmentation, polarity, and choice. It also mimics the 2 pillars found in such cards as the High Priestess or the Hierophant. The trees themselves express growth, stages of life, regeneration, strength, protection, and a connection between heaven and earth. Also, to the right side of the card in the background, we have a building or a house. A house can symbolize one's identity and private life, shelter, and safety. Turning to the very back of the scene, we see mountains. Mountains can symbolize a goal, a wide perspective, lofty ideals, changelessness, stability, a challenge, hardships, spiritual attainment, and a link between heaven and earth. And finally, we have a yellow sky, denoting wealth, creativity, intelligence, plenty, and divine consciousness. So those are just some of the symbols of the Waite-Smith Tarot 9 of Pentacles. I hope you'll join me next time for the 10 of Pentacles.